skipper's done it. Beautiful chapter it is for the Bombers.
Well, Woosha, an exciting game on a number of fronts this weekend. James Kelly's 300th. What have you made of his career and also the contribution that he's made at Essendon over the last year or so?
Yeah, well, he's obviously had an amazing career with premierships with the Cats and getting to 300 games is, it's a massive feat to get to that, becoming maybe the 79th player in the history of the game to get there. And while he's been at Essendon, he's been awesome. You know, last year, a very tough year for us as a club, and he was one of the guys that came and helped settle things and helped us develop our young players in a year that really was a development year. And he's still adding a lot of great leadership around the club now. So it's great that it's going to be great to be part of his 300th game, and wonderful that it's against the Cats.
Coming back into the side this week, Jobe Watson, obviously a week off last week. How have you assessed his start to the season, and particularly how that week off's benefited him?
Yeah, well, we're really confident that he's in good shape. He'd certainly mentally was going pretty well and was keen to keep going into the Melbourne game. But all our measurements showed that he was starting to flag a bit in terms of being able to work at the level that he likes to work at. So we've given him that week, and we're really confident he'll bounce back, and he's excited about getting back out there.
Andrew McGrath back into the side. We know he's had a really promising start to his career. Just how important has his rebound been? We know that rebounding defenders are in vogue at the moment. Having a player like Andrew McGrath must be a real bonus for the side.
Yeah, he's been growing week by week, getting more confidence and a feel for the speed of the game. So he's picked it up so quickly, which is the really exciting part. And his numbers now say that he is definitely already right up there as a good rebounding defender.
James Stewart comes into the side after a pretty good VFL performance, 3 goals. He's been averaging about 6 marks a game in the VFL. What will you be looking for from him this weekend?
Yeah, he's been in wonderful form all year. I think he's been on our emergency list most of the season, looking for an opportunity. So that comes for him now, and we just want him to bring the way he's been playing. He moves around a lot, very skillful on both sides of his body. Can compete well in the air, but he'll also be in there to help our forward line function and kick goals.
Have there been some particular focus areas for you this week? Obviously coming off a pretty strong sort of quarter and a half against Freo, but then dropped off after that. What have been the key focus areas for you?
Well, yeah, it's building on that. We want to see more of our best footy and less of the footy when we drop off, and that's been a challenge for us. So, we conceded maybe the last 10 minutes of the first half to Fremantle. The third quarter was a pretty even quarter. I thought the boys hung in there really well, but we had nothing left to challenge them with in the last quarter, which was disappointing. So our focus has been about building that resilience that we expect from each other, so that our performances are a lot more steady.
We know Essendon's had a really busy schedule over the last couple of weeks, but what would it mean to the boys to come home in front of a home crowd and play in front of a large attendance on the Country Festival this weekend?
Yeah, it's a great, I think, a wonderful reward to acknowledge the contribution country people have made to our country. So I know there'll be a lot of them at the game, and a lot do travel to games in the city anyway. But it's our chance, city folk and the AFL, to acknowledge their contribution. So it's obviously there's going to be a lot happening around the MCG, which will be great. A real day out for families to get along and finish it off watching the Bombers get up.
Well, John, all the best. Really appreciate your time, mate.
Thanks very much.